Hey, what is happening YouTube? How are you guys doing? I'm back with another video. Today we're going to be looking at, or we are actually going to be answering the question of, is low content publishing saturated? Is KDP business saturated? Especially if you're a beginner, if you're getting into this KDP business and you just happen to hear about this KDP business, or maybe you have books that are not doing well, that are not making any sales, and you are thinking of maybe quitting. So I will be answering that question. Is KDP business saturated? Let's dive on to this video. But before we dive on to the video, make sure that you subscribe and also hit that notification bell icon. So is KDP business saturated? Well, most people in Facebook groups, they say it's saturated. Some people, they say there is still money to be made. So what is the answer? What is the answer to this question? To me, I think you can still make money with KDP because, you know, low content publishing, these books are low content books are usable books. Once the person has done with the notebook, they throw it away, or maybe they keep it and then they get another one. Okay, so but is the platform, the Amazon platform, saturated with such kind of books? Can you still make money? Let's dive on to Amazon. Let's find out whether or not you can still make money, because I see that we got a lot of publishers that are making money, that are new. In fact, most of them are even new. So let me dive onto Amazon.com here. Let's take a look at some of these publishers. Well, I'm going to be looking into notebooks. At first, I'll look at notebooks. I'm going to search note. Okay, there is. Guys, if you have the AMZ suggestion expander, it will give you the site of the keywords, extra keywords that you can use when publishing your books. And these ones are just suggested by Amazon on this Amazon search. So I'm going to search notebook. Now we do have notebook journal, notebook for women, notebook for school, notebook for kids. You know, we got all types of notebooks. Let me just search the general word of notebook. Okay, first, what I like to do, I look at the search results, the Amazon search results. We got 90,000 results. There is over 90,000 notebooks on the Amazon platform. Let me see, but we can see that some of these books are doing well, like the first one here with notebook, leopard print, composition notebook. Let me take a look at how it is performing. By using this TCK calculator, we can find out how many sales they make. Let me take a look at that. First, I'm gonna take this BSR of 1908. 1908. We calculate. Okay, this notebook here, it makes around 89 sales per day. That is 89 sales per day. Let me look at the second one. The second one is ranking at 439. I'm not gonna go with this one because it looks like it's not published. It's not an independently published notebook. And then we have this one here, which is ranking at 5,011. Let me take a look at how it is doing. 5,011. Let me calculate that. It is making around 44 sales per day. That is quite impressive, 44 sales per day. But I'm not going to show you more notebooks. I'm not going to dive into notebooks because of one thing, because of the search results. The search results that are on Amazon is over 90,000, which means notebooks, of course, there are many. Of course, there are many. And what is the best way of doing this Amazon KDP business? The best way of doing it is to look at some niches, is to niche down, look at some specific niches, because if you're going to go into Amazon and start publishing notebooks like I'm showing you here, like this first book here, you won't be able to rank on the first page. You will not be able to rank on the first page. And again, to make sales is all about ranking on the first page. So if you are going to be looking into notebooks, I will say you should niche down. There's quite a number of niches that you can find. I'll try to link a PDF of niches on the description below. Let me just take a look at Ness notebook. I'm going to show you something. You can see that the search result has dropped from 90,000 to 60,000. The search results has actually dropped, but it is still quite a lot. The best strategy is to look at search results that are maybe below 2,000 or 1,000. If you can just find those search results that are below 1,000 or even 2,000, it is still fine. Then you can start looking at the BSR. If you can just find such results that are below 2,000, and the BSR should be at least below 100,000. You can take a look at this Nest notebooks. You can see that here they are quite saturated. Looking at the BSR, some of them are ranking at 1.3 million. Yeah, most of them are not doing well, which means the Nest niche is not the one that we can go with. But now, to answer the question of, is low content publishing saturated? The answer is no, it is not saturated, because you can even dive on other niches. Let me just show you some of the coloring books that I have been looking at, because I think the coloring niche, most people are lazy because it takes time to actually come up with a coloring book. And most newbies, people that are diving into the no content publishing business, most of them are lazy. They don't want to spend too much time coming up with something that is of a good quality. So I'm going to look at coloring books. I think the coloring niche is where you should be focused on, especially looking at the fact that this coming Q4 is only 4 or 3 months before Q4. Look at this coloring books. Most of them, even though it is a competitive niche, most of them are doing well. The first one is ranking at number 165,000, still fine. And then we do have this mermaid coloring book. And then also we do have this one. I think this one is also a word coloring book, which is also a good niche, by the way. 60 pages is only 60 pages. You see, the coloring niches, you don't even have to go as far as 120 pages compared to the journals and notebooks. You can still do fine with just less pages. We do have this relaxing flowers coloring book for adults. I'm gonna be looking at this one. It is 642 on the BSR, which means it is doing very well. So guys, as you can see, some niches are saturated, some niches are not saturated. So it is just up to you on how you do your keyword research, how you actually find your niches, your best niches. You can still publish on competitive niches, but if you want to make easy sales, then it is best to just focus on those niches that are not competitive, and also take a look at your search results, and also make sure that you look at your BSR. It has to be below 100,000 or even 200,000, especially if you are just getting started, because sometimes you can find that the niche is competitive and then you come up with something that is better. One thing that you should do, also take a look at the comments. The comments, if you have if there are any negative comments on a book that you want to produce, on a book that is inspiring you, then you can take a look at the comments and use that book, improve it, make it better, make it a better book. So I guess that is it for today, guys. I will see you on the next video.